Let's see. This 2-drop has been quite impressive to me. It's kind of good in Silver Quill and Witherbloom. If I don't take that, I could take Archaic's Agony if I just want to go straight into Converge or Sonar. Let's just try the Silver Tongue. I think this card's quite strong. It's probably not the actual LSV. Scolding Administrator, very, very powerful in Silver Tongue. The other consideration is Erode here, which is a pretty solid removal spell. It's very strong. I think I'm inclined to just go for the rare here. I also haven't really played with this card very much. I assume it's good. Okay, and now I can follow it up with a Bitter Triumph here. So I wouldn't mind more ways to gain life, or more ways to increase this creature's power, to actually prepare it. Here, there's not a whole lot for me. I could take the Wit, but I think that's a bit of a replacement level card. I could actually take the Necroscribe, but it's a very slow card. I think I might take the land instead. I mean, it could be the time to try this card. Sure, let's give this a try. And now I'll just take Sin in the Pest. This is actually not bad as a way to gain life with the Scheming Silver Tongue. If they both attack, I get to gain 2. Okay, and now I'll just take the Mascot. Actually, no, I'll take this this Demonstrator. War 2, 3, 4, and when I cast an instant or sorcery that targets, it gets +1 power and lifelink. Another good way to gain life for the Silver Tongue. And I'll just take another one. I don't see why not. Okay. Well, now I've got 2 pretty good 4-drops to get back with the Necroscribe. Here, I think I just take a Wander off. It's a pretty decent removal, and I need more cards that target. Another Sin in the Past is fine. I think I like it over the Enthusiast. Don't really have that many ways of generating tokens. Oh, and Flourish is good. This is the type of deck where you want this sort of card to protect your Silver Tongue or your Demonstrators. Now I'll just take Acolyte. Not taking Big Pox or whatever that card is called. Shadebiter is not bad either. This has actually worked out pretty well. I picked up Silver Tongue, and I've actually picked up a lot of black and white cards that gain life. Bitter Triumph, I believe. Seems excellent with how much life gain I have already. If that wasn't there, I would probably take the Snoop. I think Bitter Triumph is more important. Let's see, here... I could take a second Wander off, or the Ingenious Ink Mage. Kinda tempted to take the land here, and just hope that one of these 3 cards wheels. I would really like to be able to cast my spells. And I look like I'm doing okay on playables. Oh, this is a tough one. So Elite Interceptor is amazing. So is the Stirring Honor Guard, though. I think it has to be Honor Guard, when I already have Necroscribe. Okay, and here I'll take Render Speechless, I believe. Another very good card to pair with the Silver Tongue. So I think what I'm looking for now is maybe a couple more 2-drops, 3 drops to fill in the curve. Poet is fine. And then more spells that target creatures. I want another Send in the Pest or an Eager Glyph Mage. I already have 4 cards at 4. I think I'm supposed to take the Send in the Pest. Okay, well, I don't need a 4th Send in the Pest, I believe, so let's take the Glyph Mage now. Or I could take Arnon. Never really played with this card. I guess I have 3 Send in the Pest. I'm just gonna take the Glyph Mage, though. And here I'll take Osteomancer. I suppose the Adventurous Eater does technically count as a 3-drop to fill in the curve. I'm not excited about it, but it does sort of fit the plan. Okay, I am pretty happy to see the Ink Mage again. I guess I should just check on 17 lands if the Adventurous Eater is doing okay. Actually, not as terrible as I thought. I might just play the card then. Monster Brilliance I actually do like. I want that or Interjection. I think Interjection. I think I have enough high end. And I might play the Wit as well. Okay, and white is clearly pretty open. Okay, I think here, pretty easy Abigail. Fills in the curve really nicely. Provides a ton of value if it sticks on the board. Ooh. Ral Zarek? Oh ho. So it's a 3-mana Planeswalker. I mean, it's gotta be just incredible, but let me just read it out first. Also, there's 2 very good green rares next to him. This must have been quite the pack. So -1, any number of target players, discard a card, -2, return a creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then -7, flip 5 coins, target opponent skips their next X turns for X's number of coins that came up heads. Alright, that's probably not going to come up, but I will take a 3-mana Planeswalker. Oh, and now I'll take a land. It's kind of funny, the Poisoner's Apprentice is actually quite good in this deck with how much life gain I have. But I think I'm supposed to take the land here. It's a very good one as well. Take land there because I have plenty of playables already. I just want to make the mana a little bit better. Second Abigail. I think that's okay. Abigail's a pretty good card, I believe. I don't mind having two of it. Wow, and a second Shattered Sanctum. Silverquill is just wide open this draft. Here, I'll just take Honor Bound Page, probably not play it. Feels like the deck is pretty much complete now. I could just go straight to deck building and cut some cards. Guess Ghost Hunt is okay. Oh, and I do like Dissection Practice. This is quite an efficient card. Take this just because it's rare. I'm not interested in Duty Beyond Death. I might play a second Render Speechless. It's possible. Now to decide what to cut here. Considering I have 13 creatures, 15 non-creatures, I think I'm supposed to cut some of the non-creatures. I would like to cut one of these Wits, and I think one of the Send in the Pest. It's not that this is like a bad 2-drop, but I think the others are a little bit more important for me. These just go a little bit better with some of my combat tricks. And then I can cut the Eater, that's my worst 3-drop. Maybe cut the Eager Glyph Mage as well. And then one more non-creature spell, which I think is going to be Render Speechless. I could cut the Shade Rider, but Shade Rider is nice with Silver Tongue, and it's nice to get back with the Necroscribe as well. So I think I like keeping it around. Yeah, this looks like a very sweet Silverquill deck. Let's see how it does. Hey, great hand as well. I get to go turn 3 Ral, if as long as I can protect it well enough. Spirit Mascot. Let's attack, offer a trade. And if they trade, I could play Ralzeric and get the Acolyte back.
I'd be honored to help out such a promising mage. Another repetition.
Already pretty good, and then he gets to get even more value if they can't remove it right away. Okay. I'll just jump here. I think this is worth more. I think Rao is worth more than this 2-drop. So now, let's Surveil 2. Abigail is kind of fine, but at the same time, I could get it back with Rao. I also kind of want to keep the land for the Necroscribe. Actually, let's bend both of these. Considering I'm going to Surveil 2 anyways, it's a bit of a waste. Okay, and I like both of these. Let's keep these two. And then pass with Flourish Up. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Now I get to protect the Ink Mage here. They have their own Honormancer, apparently. A little bit suspicious seeing that in their Lorehole deck. Okay, let's Surveil 2 again.
Choose your words carefully.
And bin the Demonstrator, perhaps? Look for a 5th land? Yeah, let's do that. And then let's attack. Okay, and they want the trade. Interesting. Now I can just play my two drops. Wow, they discard Capstone. Card's like kind of unbeatable if they can cast it, but I guess they think they're too far away from 7 mana. Oh, they might eat my 3-drop here, the Abigail. If that's what they're worried about. Looks like that is. So I think instead I'm just going to bring back the Ink Mage.
At a word, they come running.
Wander Off is pretty good. I think I bin the Interjection though. Try to look for more lands. And then I think I will also give them some life? Is that correct? Or do I just pass? I think attacking with the Pest token, I'm not sure if it's correct. Because if I choose to hold it back, I can double block with it against the Sloth. And if they block the Pest token, they gain 4 life as well. So I think I'm supposed to attack with just this 1/3. Okay. I think that means Raoul is dying here. I'm somewhat okay with that though, considering how much value he's generated already. The amount of stuff they get to exile is making the Necroscribe look a lot worse here.
Case closed.
So I think here I wander off on the Dust Speaker so that I can attack with my flyer here and gain 2. And then this lets me prepare my 2-drop. I know I binned a land earlier, but I didn't really want to draw into a tapped land. Maybe it was incorrect and I should have just kept it. No blocks here. I think as long as the Silver Tongue lives, I'll be okay. Alright, right on time. Sure. In that case, what do I do here? Maybe just attack with the 3/3 and hold up dissection practice. Guess I could have attacked with the pest as well. Visionaries Dance. Okay, so they must be playing some sort of like 4 or 5 color deck over there. Alright, just need to draw land here. There we go. Get a road here. I suppose I can still get the Ink Mage. They've exiled most of my creatures, though. Get back a mascot, and they draw a card at end of turn. Hey, there's a land for Necroscribe. I kind of hope that they kill the Honormancer. Okay, so they cycle a card. Let's see what else they do here. Historian is just fine as well. Okay. Let's attack with these two. Maybe they just take it. Looks like they do. Down to 10. Okay. So they have 4 creatures. Even if I erode in response to that creature, they still get to copy a spell here. They want to abrade. Looks like they're going to copy abrade as well. That actually works out just fine for me. It seems like quite the risky play for them. So that all resolves, and then I can get back my my 4/5. Oh, they even attack? Attacking seems a little bit bold there. So let's kill the Historian. Get back Honormancer. Pick up an Abigail. And that's just lethal on board. Nice. Okay. It's not the most exciting hand, but I do have a 2-drop, and if I draw another land, I can go 4 into 5. It's a good 2-drop. I think I lead with Sin and the Pest, though. Especially if they leave up mana. This plays around Essence Scatter. Oh, they're just digging. So that could imply they don't have very many sorceries, or they're just looking for a land here. I think it's still Send in the Pest. Why do they have a stop here? Do they have Force of Will? Doesn't make much sense to force this one. I guess maybe it was just the stop to discard a card. Not sure. Nice, there's 4th land. Now I can just go Silver Tongue. I can attack first. If they block wisely. And now if they don't kill the Silver Tongue, I just play Render Speechless on it. And it becomes a 3/5. And I potentially take a card that can kill the Silver Tongue. Seems pretty good to me. Improvisation Capstone is the most scary card. Disdainful Stroke is also annoying, considering my hand is just full of expensive cards. I think I'm going to take the Stress Stream though. Stress Stream is quite good, and it kills my 2-drop. Okay, and they just want to keep up Disdainful Stroke. It makes sense. I just won't play into it, and I'll play Sign in Blood here. They maybe should have used Prismari Charm draw phase or upkeep so that I wouldn't get to cast Sign in Blood there. Now I just get to replay my 2-drop. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily how they wanted to do it. Interesting. So, did they draw us into something they can cast here? Potentially, if they use a removal spell or something, it takes them off of Disdainful Stroke. I think I'm in for this. Okay, I just gained 1 life for free there. Kind of a weird attack. So now I get Sign in Blood again. Let's just lead with that. Draw a couple cards here. And do I want to play into Disdainful Stroke? I have a full hand. I think I just play it. Considering I have Necroscribe and Erode to get these cards back. And this can get scary if they get up to 7 lands for the capstone. Kind of interesting they're not even bothering with trying to block the pest at all. Okay, so I get Sign in Blood again. At this point I have so many cards, it's kind of hard to decide what to do here. Let's lead with Necroscribe, and then hold up Erode. That's totally fine. I think at this point, I'm just using a road on them. I know it gets them one step closer to casting the capstone, but I'm going to be able to do so much damage here that it doesn't matter. And I think here, let's lead with Stirring Honormancer, see if we can put a creature in the graveyard. Okay, looks like we can. And I'll take Interjection here. Is this just lethal if I can remove their creature? This is 2, 6, another 5 for 11, and then +2 with Interjection. It is. So let's pay the 3 life, kill their guy. These trigger. Bin these 2. Then, just for good measure, let's Interjection on the Silver Tongue. I say it's earned it. Silver Tongue has quite impressed me. They just never had an answer for it, and it took over the game completely. Right, 2-0 so far. Let's see if we can keep it going. It's a bit of an awkward hand, but it does have Ral Zarek in it. I think I keep. Okay, if they don't play a creature on 3, I feel really good about this Ral. Hey, looks like they don't. So let's plus, see if we can surveil a 3-drop into the grave. We can, that's awesome. And this time I think I've learned my lesson. I'm going to keep the land here for this Honormancer. Looks like they're just stuck on lands over there.
That's rough, buddy. No slacking off.
Alright, just a 5th or 4th island over there.
Choose your words carefully.
Okay, we can surveil... I guess... Yeah, let's surveil the tap land away, and we'll keep the Silver Tongue. I could surveil it into the graveyard, but I think it's fine to just cast it as well. Okay, they have an Essence Scatter here. That is pretty good for them. Let's see if they can dig into their second color. Looks like they do, okay. They need a way to remove Ral, though, and there's not too many instants and sorceries that do that. It would be like Burst Lightning, I suppose. Looks like they don't have that. Well, okay. Let's just play the Stanza. Put a counter on Abigail here. Let's see if they have a burn spell or something. Prismari Charm to return to my hand. Okay. Then... do I want to surveil or do I want to make us discard, actually? That's interesting. Let's just keep surveilling. Ooh. I think I kind of want both of these. It's a 6th land and then Necroscribe to get back my cards. Let's keep these. And then let's play out the Silver Tongue or just send in the Pest. I think let's play the Silver Tongue. This is the highest upside. Let's see if they actually try to kill one of my creatures, and then I can save it one of these tricks. At this rate, I might even work my way up to the ultimate on Ral. Okay, let's play a land. And then let's surveil again, I suppose. I could attack first. And I can play an Abigail. Sure, let's just attack first. See if they want to remove this. And now let's just surveil again, or do I want to make them discard? Let's actually make them discard, I think? Yeah. Oh, I can just target them. I don't have to discard. I thought this was like Liliana, where both of us had the discard, but I can just target them. Okay, given that, maybe I'm just supposed to do that every turn. And then let's send in the Pest as well. Discard Disdainful Stroke. That would have been very good against me. And now let's Bitter Triumph their guy. Pay some life here. I kind of need to spend their cards here, or else I'm just going to rip them from their hand.
You treat all your guests this poorly.
They finally have a burn spell for Ral. Alright, they finally gotten rid of him. But he's been a real menace for them.
I'll find another way.
Alright, let's... Well, I could get the Necroscribe down, but I can't cast anything immediately. So they have one turn to peel something. I think that's okay. I can give them one turn. Or they can draw a removal spell for the Scribe. They should definitely use it now, before I get a chance to untap. It'd be pretty foolish to pass it to my turn. Alright, looks like they don't have it. Let's just attack here. See if they block. And I think I will use Interjection just to gain more life and prepare the Silver Tongue. Also gets back the Honormancer, of course. Now I have Sign in Blood. I just need to make sure I don't deck myself somehow. Let's cast Sign in Blood on me. And then let's cast Abigail as well. Keep up Masterful Flourish. They've had enough. Very solid start so far. It's an okay hand. It doesn't have too much to do proactively, but it does have a 2-drop, and it has both my colors. Hopefully the removal spells will let me hold on until I draw into some action here. Okay, there's another 2-drop at least. Okay, that is a very good one to remove. Oh, and Rao is also good if I can draw a second black. I think I'm supposed to cast Wander off here. It denies them a card in the graveyard, which is important for lore holds, and it's the most expensive card as well. My hope is that they just play a bunch of creatures that I can remove. Best draw here would be a second black, I believe, for Ral Zarek. And if they're thinking of killing one of my guys, I can just bring it back with Ral as long as I draw a swamp. Nope. Alright. Render Speechless is not bad, though. What do we get? Run behind Emeritus. Ooh. I think I take Emeritus here. Yeah. Okay. Land is good. Let's start by attacking. They run behind here. Do I want to keep it on top? It's kind of interesting. I think there's better cards, but it's not bad on this board either. I think I keep. I think it's good enough. And then let's play Ral. And then let's return a creature. Now I have to ask, do I kill their Potioner's Trove? Deny them the mana. They already have a treasure. Don't know what's in their last, don't know the last card in their hand. I think I just pass. Virtuoso is fine. Let's surveil with Ral first.
Always pay attention.
Okay, I'll keep Shade Rider around. And then let's cast the Poet. I think if they didn't have treasure, I would be more inclined to kill the Trove there. Okay, and here we can Bitter Triumph. That should deny the card draw as well. And drain them for one. Okay. This feels like a pretty good spot to be. Let's surveil again.
Opportunities are
Send these lands to the grave. And now this is lethal next turn as long as they don't draw into something crazy. I think they're considering surveilling. Looks like they don't. They could have surveilled if they spent the treasure token. It might have been the correct call to do so. Looks like they didn't draw into what they needed. So, I only have 2 lands. I don't have white mana, but considering I have Silver Tongue in hand, I think I'm supposed to keep this. Hey, there's a third land, but no white mana so far. They have a Leech Collector. Oh, interesting. Given that I have Ral Zarek now, I might block the Leech Collector if they attack. If they use a trick, then I get to bring back the Silver Tongue. Oh, and there's white mana. Okay. I think I might just Bitter Triumph the Adventurous Eater or the Leech Collector, depending on what they use their spell on here. I could use the Bitter Triumph right away, but I think I want them to spend the mana. So let's just pass. Okay, yeah. And it seemed pretty tempting to use the spell there. So let's kill the Leech Collector. Then I'm also kind of hoping that they tap out. Well, they sort of tap out, but they kill my guy. That's still fine. Oh, and Daydream to put a counter on that, sure. Let's just play the Demonstrator then. Maybe next turn I can play Render Speechless on it. Gain a bunch of life. Abigail's sort of fine. Alright, no blocks. I have sent in the Pest as well. So I have my choice of discard options here. I think I like Render Speechless on this turn. It gains me quite a bit of life. Ooh, that's a good one to discard. Okay. And now I could develop the Ral. Kind of like that. Yeah, let's just get this going. Get back the 2-drop here. Hold up a road. I could just cast a road, I suppose. It gains a ton of life, and it prepares the Silver Tongue. I think I like that. Yeah, let's just erode on the Adventurous Eater. Attack here. I'd say I'm doing just fine this game. Yep, definitely don't want a second one of those. Okay, you get to get those two back. Maybe prepare the Abigail and attack past my Silver Tongue. Oh, interesting. I guess this also works. They can put a counter on it using that that prepared spell. So that's Ral down. The blocks.
You owe me.
So I have some options here. Kind of want to get the card out of their hand. So I think I will cast Send in the Pest this turn. Honestly, does Leech Collector even matter, though? Let's just start by drawing, see what I get. Couple lands, alright. Let's attack with both. Take it all. And then let's play out the 2/2 drops. I guess they could cast Daydream on their 3/2. They may as well. Turn this into a 5/6 flyer. Melancholic Poet. I guess what I can do is just cast the Shade Rider to prepare the Silver Tongue. And no attacks, I think. I could block this, take 3, and go down to 2. But that would mean the Silver Tongue dies. I think no attacks. And then let's Sign in Blood again. I could Sign in Blood them, but I think it's a little bit more likely I win by drawing cards here. Looks like they're surveilling upkeep. That's probably smart. Oh, they choose not to. Alright. They kind of need to have a very good card here. And I've still got gas in my hand. Zombify on the Leech Collector. Okay. Ooh, Wander Off should just seal it. Let's even go Melancholic Poet into Wander Off. Not that it matters, but I would like to leave a double Black Op. I believe this is the first mulligan. I have a 2-drop, but I can't play it. I'm on the play. 2 lands. Okay, and I keep this one. Let's send back, though. I actually think maybe it's Abigail? Because if I draw a 3rd land, I think I'd rather play the Ink Mage to try and dig for a 4th land. They look to be some sort of converged deck. I kind of doubt that they're playing straight up white-green over there. Okay, let's play the Ink Mage. See if we can hit land here. We can, as well as Ral Zarek. I'll keep both these. And if they tap out, I can render Speechless and target the 2/2. Okay, they want to keep up mana. In which case, I can just play my Ink-Shape Demonstrator. It's not a big deal. Looks like they have something to play here. I just don't want to cast Render Speechless and then get hit by Last Gasp or something. Or Foolish Fates. So now that's a 3-drop in my graveyard for Ral. That's very good for me. Kinda hope they tap out here. They do, okay. And now I can get a good attack in. I think I put the counters on the 2-drop so that you can attack past the 2/3. Oh, it looks like they got 2 creatures here. Interesting. That changed my plan. Not really. I think I still do the same thing. Let's target this. Get in for 8 here. There's a Zombify, a Witherbloom Charm. So they can destroy my 2-drop, unfortunately, with that. They have nothing to Zombify right now. And they have nothing on board strong enough to combine with Tackle. Taking a creature doesn't make sense because they just cast Zombify on it. So I think I'm supposed to cast I'm supposed to take Witherbloom Charm here to protect my 2-drop. And then I also gain 8. Next turn, if I draw a land, I can play Ral Zarek and Bitter Triumph. They just go with the Scholar. Ooh, that's not a land, but that's pretty good. Yeah, let's lead with Silver Tongue. And then I'm threatening to prepare it. Let's attack with both. Okay, and now I can just Bitter Triumph one of these. Pay 3. Actually, do I want to kill the Pest token? That's a very interesting one, but I think I want to keep around my 4-drop. Now they have to worry about the Silver Tongue. Their best play might be to Zombify their 3-drop here. Okay, let's block. Looks like they're planning on playing the Educator here. So I think I just Sign in Blood pre-combat here. Sign in Blood target myself. The reason is they can block this 4-drop, but then they take 4 damage from these two. This becomes repaired. And then I can Sign in Blood them main phase 2. If they block the Silver Tongue, they just die. So there's not really a way for them to get out of this. The only thing casting Sign in Blood on them before combat does is allow them the opportunity to draw into a combat trick. Or a removal spell. Boop. Hey, that's 6-0, I believe. Right. Let's see if we can actually get the undefeated record here. It's a bit of a medium hand, but I think I am supposed to keep it. I don't think you're ever really supposed to mulligan hands where you have both your colors and a 2-drop that you can play. See what they discard here. Looks like I might not have a play for turn 3, which is a little bit concerning. Discard Suspend Aggression, okay. Alright, let's just attack here. They probably won't block, is my guess. Oh, they do block. That's good for me, I think. Because I had nothing else to spend my mana on that turn. It's kind of nice having these pest tokens around. Your opponent is kind of incentivized to block them because they think you might just be setting up for infusion or something. Okay, and now maybe I can play Demonstrator into Demonstrator, then wander off on something. It's not the easiest to kill this either, as Ward 2. So something like a Unsubtle Mockery doesn't deal with it. Okay, 6th land is not really what I was looking for. I think I just attack with both of these, see what they do. Kind of okay with them just blocking the pest token, and then I can play Demonstrator. Maybe set up for a better attack next turn. Cycle Visionary's Dance, sure. Honestly, happy not having to deal with that. Another Trove. Okay. Ooh, Lecturer is pretty good. I don't have any 3-drops in the graveyard, though. I was really hoping that they would just play another creature, because then these would become 4/4s, and then they would be very risky to block for their mascot here. I think in this scenario, I just wander off on the mascot. Try to get in for 8 here. Okay, and they have Brush Off. But I still get to get in for 8. They can't really block these, unless they want to chump. Suppose I get to gain 4 here off the Troves. Well, at least they don't have Brush Off for Raoul now. That's a wild idea right away. For... I guess I don't get to see what they get. But they do reveal it, okay. Well, this could be really bad. That's what it is. It's... okay, it's just a removal spell. I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, and Silver Tongue is quite good. Okay. So I have some options here. I think I just play Silver Tongue, attack with both my creatures. Wow, they actually block. They would have been completely screwed if I actually had something there. So this only deals damage to creatures. That means I should be able to just play Ral here. And I don't think they have enough damage to kill it. I can make them discard, but I think that's worse than surveilling here.
Choose your words carefully.
Let's put Acolyte in the graveyard and keep Flourish for next turn. Flourish looks quite good. So what they could do is they could Mockery on the Silver Tongue and then attack Ral down to 2, and then if I want to bring something back with Ral, it loses all of its loyalty. But I think I'm still okay with that. Looks like that's their plan. And they've been pretty inclined to block so far, so I really hope they stay that way.
Crime begins.
So let's get back the Silver Tongue, then attack with both.
At a word, they come running.
This time it's a little bit more suspicious, to be sure, but... Oh, this is so good. I get to just kill both of their creatures and then get Sign in Blood. And I gain 1,000,000. Okay, that was a pretty good turn for me. And then Wander Off should be good as well. Assuming they play another creature here. I mean, even if they don't, Wander Off and Snar is a fine play. Okay. Silver Tongue down again. And then they're going to gain a couple, or 4 points of life here. Render Speechless is a good draw. Let's do that. See what they do about this. They have 2 Burst Lightnings. Okay. I'll take one of them. And then let's attack for 10 here. So they're probably going to kill the 4-drop that they could kill with Burst Lightning, but I still have a 5/6 on board. They get to go back up to 11. Kind of assume they sacrifice the treasure here. Yeah. The 2 life is probably more important than the treasure. Okay, so let's go Abigail and Poet to prepare it. Attack with this, they go down to 6. Still putting on a decent amount of pressure here. Oh, Traumatic Critique is probably one of the best draws they could have had there. It deals with my creature and it draws them cards. Yeah, their deck is quite good, it seems. Back up to 10. Onto an Ink Mage. Okay. I think I'd rather play Ink Mage than wander off on Sonar. I think Sonar's usefulness is not really as high as it used to be before he cast his prepared spell, so let's just play Ink Mage. Save Wander Off for a bigger card. Okay, they have Essence Scatter. But now they're still in the same position where they need to draw something right now or they die. Okay, they drew Tablet. And they drew land off Tablet. Okay, so they're dead. Nice. This was pretty sweet. My first 7-0 of this set. Okay, so let's look at the deck. Silver Tongue, just an incredible card. Very happy to first pick this. And then the Demonstrators were very good to work with the Silver Tongue. Honestly, just all the life gain. The Rouse Eric was amazing. The Render Speechless, put counters on the Silver Tongue was quite good. And yeah, all the cheap interaction, also quite important. It's kind of funny. I've never tried out the Necroscribe, but every time it showed up, I think it was quite good.